You're watching SCTV and I'm your host Ifra Beg. The 22nd Sustainable Development Conference is going on in Islamabad, Pakistan. This year's the conference agenda is Sustainable Development in Digital Society. We have more than 200 panelists from around the world. We have an honorable guest with us. Would you please brief us about the discussion as well as challenges and solutions in the discussion?
All right, so the overall discussion actually focused on two tangents. The first was the development of emerging technologies, mostly those technologies that have come about as a result of the fourth industrial revolution. So the speakers mostly focused on the civil and the military domains. And so we've seen that some of the concerns that were highlighted by some panel members, that we need to have some kind of arrangement with respect to having some kind of export control regime with respect to the export of technologies in the areas of artificial intelligence or other disruptive technologies. But with respect to the military domain, we saw that there is a lot of concern, not just in the region of South Asia, but also beyond. Some of the panel members highlighted the concerns that introduction of technologies like hypersonic missiles, supersonic missiles, and ballistic missile defense shield, including artificial intelligence, particularly in area of fully autonomous systems, will certainly entail consequences for the regional peace. The second thing that was highlighted was the presence of the disinformation age, which basically makes or compounds the overall crisis or the mitigation of crisis. Similarly, I spoke mostly on the fact that we will be having a lot of shift more towards a technological come tactical initiatives by states. As we saw in the recent crisis between India and Pakistan in 2019 in February, we saw India moving more towards this very area where it had decided to carry out airstrikes in Balakot. What we've seen is that India persistently has been trying to achieve or explore some area at a tactical level or sub-tactical level to carry out some kind of kinetic action. Now, certainly if we see it from Pakistan's perspective, we've seen it quite consistently that Pakistan has iterated at different occasions that it would not be something that Pakistan would just let it go without retaliating to any kind of Indian action. Now, that being said, in the area of crisis, I think emergence of technologies will make decision-making more, it will basically put a lot of pressure on decision makers and also crisis managers. Countries like China, United States, Russia, they're going to feel the heat and the pressure in any given crisis. But on the other side, if we look at digitization, I think it has and holds a lot of opportunities for young, vibrant youth of this country and also this region. So we can promote a lot of financial inclusion, digital inclusion through the use of recent technologies. I think some of the things which have also been mentioned here includes providing more opportunities to women, young girls in particular, so that they are able to become a part of the digitized society in future. The other thing that I think we need to do is make digitization more contextualized. We need to have people with development of capacity from far-flung areas in this country so that they understand what their local problems are and they can apply local solutions, but those are basically driven through technology.
So do you think that digital society is the only solution to sustainable development?
I think it will facilitate and enhance or make that aspiration of sustainable development or SDG goals as United Nations has rolled out. It will make it more easier through the augmentation and through harnessing the fourth industrial revolution technologies. And I think that's where we basically need to be studying the trends. Like, for example, one study, I think it was perhaps by Moody or some other international organization, which said in the coming decade, we will have around 835 million jobs replaced thanks to artificial intelligence. But what will happen is, in this very due course, the new technological shifts will be generating 830 some million new jobs. So I think these are the very new jobs that we need to keep our focus on. We need to make sure that our human resource is being developed properly, and make sure that we can prevent a lot of problems like urban migration by making sure that we have a developed human resource so that we can promote a more distributed development across Pakistan.
Sure, Salim. Thank you.
Thank you so much.